Hey guys, it's me, Ruby Collins, and I just wanted to put this hair on today. Actually, I was home and I just wrapped up with a student, and she was talking to me about her son, who's autistic, and I teach him music. And so sometimes, he has his moments, right? However, she started, she talked to me and we were discussing his options in school and how the school wants to put him on medication. And she didn't really like the idea too tough. And I told her, I said, as a mom with children, in particular black children, in the public school, and no matter what, I don't know all of the criteria for an autistic child within the public school system. However, I do know that when given medication to children, they're quick to give your child medication. So I always just, my advice to parents who are going through this, whether it be a child that's autistic or just a special ed child or a child with special needs, if you don't have to do medication or you feel, go with your instincts, go with your gut. I always have to encourage people to go with their gut feeling. What is your gut telling you? Don't let someone else have control over your child's life in terms of medicating the child, So, and it was hard, it's tough, because now that I know what I know about our school system and just in general life, white supremacist, and how it is conditioned to, as my mom said, you're always blaming the black man and keeping the black man, white man keeping the black man down. It's really the truth. It's really the truth. I hate to say it, it's the truth. I'm not going to hate to say what's the truth. As much as I love everybody, and I, you want to love everybody, and I do. It's just that there's this system in place that exists designed to control and keep the black man down, and children, and all of us alike. It's called life. So I have a different perspective and a different outlook on things now that I've educated myself, as opposed to relying on the school system all the way through all my master's degrees and not really being educated about my own history. So things are a little bit different for me. I think a little differently. I see things a little differently, and it's important that we share that. Nevertheless, I wanted to tell you what I was eating today, my detox diet. And the funny thing about it, the other day, I was sitting at my computer, and the little voice said to me, "Ruby, you have a lump in your breast." Just like that. It was so strange. I'm not going to say never, because that's why I say be guided by your intuition. Why, you don't want me to share this? I'm going to talk about it anyway, so you could throw things down all you like, little spirit. I am not going to shut my mouth. As I was saying, what was I saying? I have to say, these weird random things always occur here. Unexplainable things drop, lights switch off. It's been happening for about, how many years I've been here? About more than 10 years. But I just, I'm going to tell you that I've said before, there's a spirit that lives in this apartment. And I'm saying it out loud. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's heard me. And I would always talk to it and say, okay, as long as you don't try to hurt me, I'm good. I'm going to go to sleep right now. Put my head down. Good night. It's really strange. And it's just now, something just fell off the shelf. I have no explanation for that. But I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, Anybody remember what I was saying? My phone is moving too. Oh, wow. All right, I'm gonna have to go. We'll talk later. Actually, I'm going to continue this conversation with you guys because I find this really bizarre. However, I think maybe because my phone was vibrating, it started to move, and I rejected the call. I don't know what I was talking about, but I'm going to just let you know what I'm eating today. Oh, I was talking about the lump in my breast. Because I'm getting ready to go back to my detox, right? The spirit said, there's a lump in your breast, and I just took my hand as I was sitting at the computer, and I felt this lump right here. It's still there. And it was protruding. It was like really like a real solid little lump. You know, it was like obvious. It was an obvious lump. And I said, holy shit, what made me think of touching my breast like that? I don't know, but I heard a little voice say, touch your breast, you have a lump, just like that. And I did, and it's there. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday. And I'm sharing this because I'm like, I'm detoxing. I've been detoxing for about 40 days. I'm not eating any meat. I don't usually eat meat. I'm a healthy eater. And it's crazy how I'm eating healthy, yet I'm still... Yet I'm still, having situations that happen to me. It's very disheartening. But anyway, I'm having couscous, lentil peas. This looks like a sweet potato here. I had some radish or something. Not bad. And I think that's radish. Something that's good for thyroids. So I'm gonna just keep trying. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep eating healthy. In the end, we'll see. And I guess whatever happens to me, you guys will know, because I am very candid and not afraid to tell you what's going on, because it's called life. Right now, I'm experiencing it. One day, you're gonna experience your own experience, and hopefully you won't go through it alone. You have somebody to talk to. But yeah, I'm gonna continue with this diet, And that lump in my breast, actually, I raced to the doctor immediately after I discovered it, and the doctor pulled out the results from my mammogram, which was in April, and the mammogram did indicate that my breasts were normal. There were no signs of any lumps or malignant tumors or anything like that. However, there is a cyst in the right breast that shows no sign of malignancy. And that's like April, May, June, July. 3 months ago. Anything can happen in 3 months. So that's very scary. My mom is a survivor of breast cancer. She had a left breast removed. She had a mastectomy. Mastectomy, right? Yes. And that was over 30 years ago. Or about 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago. And she's still alive, thank God. So you want to be proactive. You want to be on top of your own health, And 10 years ago, I had a lump in my left breast. And now I have one in my right breast. I had that one removed, and now I have this one. And hopefully have that removed. And just try and stay on top of my game. If I wasn't eating healthy, I'd probably be dead by now. Because the way that my body seems to be getting these bumps and lumps for the past 10 years is very concerning, and that's why it's important for me to eat healthy and to have checkups. All right, I just wanted to talk to you guys and share that with you. Yeah, and this is one of my latest wigs that I made. Yeah. And I'm not wearing any makeup, so it doesn't really, sometimes when you wear hair like this, it doesn't really bring out the beauty of the hair. Unless you like wearing makeup or do it a certain way. Let me see what's happening. Whatever. It's like brown. I have to spray that brown. Yeah, this is one of my new wigs. And as you guys know, I'm in the wig business now, so I'm making wigs. And if you're interested in having one, it's called Foxy. My Foxy big hair wigs. Hey, big boy. How you doing? Hi. Just hit me up, let me know, and I can make you one too. And they range from about $60 to $60 to $99. Yep, depending on color, what color you want, texture, hair, and so forth. But I'm doing big wigs because you know that I have locks, and sometimes you want to have a change. You know, you want to look a little different. You know, I'm saying, okay, like really. Oh my gosh, it's like, yeah, it's cute though. If I put some makeup on, it'd be really, really nice. Well, anyway, love you all. Stay healthy, eat healthy. I'm gonna season just a little bit with liquid amino. It's a little salty flavor. It's not salty.